Good day there, my name is Kristian and I want to welcome you to this Paranormal Network audio feature entitled Men in Black. UFO researchers know them as MIBs, or Men in Black. The elusive figures are one of the more disturbing factors of the UFO experience. Stories of Men in Black are noted worldwide, but tales told by witnesses are eerily similar. Seeing a UFO can be an incredible experience, but for some, it can take a menacing twist. Some witnesses have come forward to say they've been threatened and harassed by mysterious individuals known as Men in Black, claiming to be from an agency such as the government, the Air Force, or intelligence services. Who are they, and why do they seem so insistent on tracking down those who've had a close encounter?
There it was. It's a long, lit-up, cigar-shaped object heading just over the rooftop. Then it moved out of sight, and I went back home. And when I got home, my wife said, "You just got a phone call." I said, "A phone call?" And it said that if you talk to the media about this, that your daughter will die.
A short time after a UFO sighting, the MIB encounters can begin. They seemingly appear from nowhere like a magician or an illusionist. There you are, you're walking up your path to your house. You get your keys to open the door, then suddenly there's an intimidating presence that right up there next to you. You have no idea how they got there that fast. They're known to drive cars, always black and always in immaculate condition and shine. In one story I read, a woman was threatened at her door by a MIB. She went into her house, panicked, and told her husband, who then proceeded to run out of the house onto the street and ran after the Men in Black, only for him to turn a corner into an alley. And as the husband got to the alley, it happened to be a dead end, and the Men in Black was gone. Men in Black follow and threaten UFO witnesses. Their motives are strangely sinister. Don Ecker, a foremost investigator into UFOs and the Men in Black phenomenon, said of an example. A couple on their way home from a restaurant had reported seeing a UFO that morning, and had only spoke to their friend at lunch they were coming from. As they approached their home, there was already a car outside their house. A Man in Black stepped out and ordered them not to talk about the case, especially to the media, and those who go looking for UFOs always find problems. He returned to his car and drove away. No one knew of the sightings in the morning that day, only the person at lunch. So were they already being monitored from the moment they saw the craft? Encounters with MIBs always follow a similar pattern, regardless of their location around the world. They always appear to be in a perfectly pressed black suit, very thin, although they do vary in height from around 5'5" to apparently over 7 feet tall. Oriental-looking features with very thin eyes, wide, often reported to be black and hypnotic, with an olive-pale skin, with a head slightly enlarged. Could it be that MIBs are aliens, or hybrids, silencing those who know too much? There's a Russian report when a witness opened the door to the knocking of an MIB. He was standing at the door holding her daughter's hand. Her daughter had later took on some rather interesting properties. She had become magnetic. Metal objects would attract themselves to her hands and her body, and she would generate electrical charges in her hands, and her touch would cause an electric shock. Investigators fear that MIB reports may be more widespread, but those targeted are just too afraid to come forward, and those who have always said that MIB surveillance intensified when they did report the encounter to the media. There's another twist in further deepening the story. Black helicopters. Unmarked black-painted helicopters, particularly in the US, and in rural locations. Silent helicopters appear to stalk witnesses. Or one may say, how can a helicopter be silent? There are stealth-equipped helicopters that are used in military operations, and 6 rotor-blade helicopters also give very, very low audible sound, which was tested on a show of Mythbusters in Series 6. So looking at silent helicopters, can they exist? Most certainly. MUFON has a video of black helicopters reported in 1993, and apparently is the only certified video of Men in Black vehicle. In the past, and our film project, A Look Behind the Mirror, and our published magazine, The Truth Is Out There, our investigation team had a first-hand witness account to a Men in Black encounter. She came to us, and this was her story. Whilst walking her dog in Nottingham's Bestwood Country Park, on the Bestwood Village Park Road approach, the car was a black BMW. It was seen over the course of a day in the same location twice by the witness. First at around 6:30 AM, and then again about 5 PM, and this was in the time of May 2008. On the second time she approached the car, which was parked on an inclined road leading to the right. She looked into the window and noticed 2 occupants, both sitting completely motionless, and her exact expression was they were like mannequins, and their skin even looked plasticky. They appeared not to notice her until she tapped on the window. The passenger turned to look at her, and the horror struck her, as she described it had no facial features apart from distinct black eyes. The car then started up, then drove off in the direction of Bestwood Village. She herself said that she hadn't seen anything strange and did not know of Bestwood Country Park's history. The surrounding area happens to be full of stories of paranormal activity and UFO accounts. It is a place where you can even hear the Nottingham hum, as documented in our film Look Beyond the Mirror. Strange occurrences tend to happen there. Rapid battery drains, mysterious blasts of heat, and full-body apparitions are known to occur. UFOs, ghosts, MIBs, are they somehow interconnected? Men in Black, are they aliens, government agents, or something altogether different? Who knows? Investigators and researchers continue to search for answers. And this concludes our discussion today on the phenomenon known as the Men in Black. We really hope you like what we have to say and what we talk about on our audio and our written features. We really appreciate your feedback, and you can do so at any of the social networks where we are, which are Facebook. You can find us on the Opera blogs, you can find us on Google Blogger, and you can also find us on WordPress. So please visit our social networking sites and give us information and give us feedback. Thank you very much. This has been Kristian Lander, ending a feature entitled The Men in Black.